Oh, me oh my, what is going on, guys? As per usual, welcome back to more esports talk. I'm going to try my best to remain calm during this TSM under fire, TSM Reginald, an unbelievably naive and ironically ignorant comment he did make on Twitter amidst all of the LCS import discussions around restrictions possibly being lifted from just 2 imports to, well, being free for all for the entire LCS. We will have more videos talking about this in the future because so many people out there have such vast opinions on the topic. This one is going to focus on one comment out there, which is a response to Vulcan, who made a comment about the import restrictions, and then all heck broke loose. And let me tell you guys one thing, all right? This could get heated. I said I would remain calm. I might have lied. And you're probably going to be talked about next in future videos. There's a lot of stuff going on in League of Legends right now, and it's going to be fun to break it down because there are so many different opinions. Make sure to leave your thoughts down below. Let's start with what kicked it off, though, that being a simple Vulcan tweet, which was a joke, but it spiraled fast. As he said, if you want a full import team, go buy a team in that region. Full Damn Juan comes to North America, plays on 60 ping the whole year. Do they beat top LPL team? They don't. XD. That being towards all the owners, if you want these import restrictions to be lifted, if you want a full import team, then go join the league that has the players that you want to import so badly to NALCS. Yeah, a pretty good jab. He's not the only one making these jokes amidst all these discussions, which, by the way, Riot Games can make an appearance at any point in time to clear the air here, because now we just have owners and players going back and forth and erupting on Twitter, to which TSM Regi now goes in an ironically ignorant tweet himself, as he says, ignorant tweet, if every LCS team left the LCS, you will be out of a job, buddy, and probably be paid minimum wage. And that's a team owner. That's a CEO of a very, very prominent organization when it comes not only for League of Legends, but esports in general. I can guarantee you, if any owner out there says this kind of thing to a player, it might not seem that harsh to some people out there. Completely understandable when you have the balls to tell a very, very good player in Vulcan, or any player, in fact, publicly, that they would be out of a job if this rule were to be changed, or, you know, something different were to be put in place. You tell him that he would be out of a job and be making minimum wage. It's just grossly naive, also very ignorant, and I would argue that it's pretty rude to say to a player. It just instantly makes you think, if you're willing to say this stuff publicly, which we're going to show you some responses, what are you saying privately to players? That's what I think, okay? That's what I naturally think. I just can't imagine many owners having the balls to take to Twitter and say this kind of thing. And I can't help myself, especially coming from an organization which had so much going on throughout 2020, which was trying to be brushed under the rug. You know, I can look past some things until these moments they resurface all of the past things for TSM. You look towards the first ever #1 seed at Worlds to go 0-6 in groups, and then, well, have to leave Worlds, obviously coming right back home. You look towards the TSM Lina drama with the Dardoch stuff, which, you know, on stream, should that have been said? Certainly not. That part pisses me off, because what happened there is you have a TSM upper management figure in Lina telling on live stream in a clip that went viral, everyone and their mom saw it, about Dardoch and no one wanting him. And then what happens? We get a few twitlonger apologies, which reveal a few more lies from Lina, as well as, oh, you guessed it, a guy like Regi, but no real punishment for the big figures who made some big mistakes live on stream. Around that same time, another TSM member, that being Zexro, made some pretty distasteful comments on a Fortnite broadcast for a Ninja event. And right away, TSM posts to their website, he has been suspended 1 month's pay, and this is his warning. He will be out the door if he messes up again. But when your upper figures mess up big time, what happens? No official website post. We get an apology inside a twitlonger, which also holds a few lies inside those twitlongers. I am done. Let's go back to the topic at hand here. That being more responses to Reginald's tweet. Where Carlos goes, this is one effing dumb take, LMAO. IWD has some great takes on a lot of things going on right now, as he says Vulcan could definitely get a job in another region without the LCS, continues saying LCS needs him more than the vice versa. I would say Captain Flowers probably having the best reply we have seen so far, saying Regi's tweet went 0-6. Vulcan also responds making some Mickey D comments, because who doesn't want to work for Mickey D's. Ender says this is the blue card of Twitter takes. And I'm going to show you guys very lastly as well, when it comes time for the actual import restrictions, Voyboy has now taken back to the stairs, which means it's a very serious thing. Go check out the full video. Go check out Travis Gafford as well. A lot of people have been showcasing their opinions or ownership opinions on this import restrictions, and we'll have a video in the future on this as well. But here's a short take from Voyboy's opinion on what could be the future of NALCS and the problem of it maybe not being NA for much longer.
That are either currently pro, in academy, in amateur, trying to make it, or an aspiring pro. What happens to the youngsters who are so good at the game? What happens to Repoba and General Sniper and these young kids that never got a chance to compete, aren't even old enough, but have dreams and have the skills and might want to one day show what they have on the world stage? What happens to the pipeline of NA dreams and talent and everyone that has hope to become good at the game and improve and try hard and study VODs and learn from the best and get to that point? If suddenly, in a league where NALCS, let's be real, almost over half, I believe it's close to over half the players are, from international, and are some are imports, some are not, but it's not like, it's not like NALCS is full NA players and full of NA teams. Already with this import rule in place, it's so hard to get a spot on an NALCS roster. There's for every DeMonte and Cody Sun and a Blaze Olive that gets a chance to be on an NALCS roster, there's so many players that get passed by, that never get the opportunities, that play a few splits in academy and then go back to being teamless. And there's just so many players out there that have these dreams, that are working hard, that have the skills, but maybe have never been in the right environment to thrive and prosper and train and grow and develop, which is something that it's on the teams, right? Like NA teams have historically been so bad at nurturing talent, at growing, at helping even our best players improve and compete at the world stage. There's so many, systematic failures for our region that contribute to the reason that our teams perform poorly internationally. And to try to sum it all up and say that, if we just remove the import rule and allow NA teams to field anyone they want with as many players they want, that's not going to suddenly make our NA teams better.
It's just, for me, and I don't know if I'm just riled up at the point of me recording. It's a Saturday morning. I think this video goes live on a Sunday. It just riles me up when it comes to TSM and these naive kind of comments. We're going to talk about Cloud9 and Jack and his comments as well at length. And again, these restrictions or the import rule possibly being changed. Hopefully Riot Games eventually does take in. But to have a team owner for a very, very prominent organization come out and say these kind of things and stick with them for so long, right? It's the morning after, nothing's been deleted, that doesn't fix the issue at all. The fact that he said these things and did not expect, maybe he did expect it. I can't speak from Regi's shoes. It just, it turns me inside, especially everything TSM underwent the last year. And I'm willing to move on, but if you're going to keep on doing these kind of things, you need to be held accountable. And it does open a great discussion for all of you guys and what you think of his comments. Certainly Regi could have said much worse, but it's just the arrogance of that tweet. To call Vulcan's tweet ignorant and then, ironically so, have the most ignorant tweet that I have seen from a CEO in a long freaking time. I don't know. I really don't have hard feelings towards TSM until we reach these kind of moments where it's just, you got to be better. That at the end of the day, especially during a very much a period of turmoil for NALCS, you have to be better, especially when you're a big face for NALCS. What do you guys think? Until next time, take care of yourselves, all right? Maybe I'll go wash this coffee cup or something. Take a sip for me. I'll see you back here sometime soon. Take care.